Hello everyone, just bear with me a moment. I'm making sure we're all good. Yep, everything seems good. So hi, hello, welcome to another stream of the Outer Worlds. We were last time. We had managed to get to the broadcasting tower, saved the person inside, the broker, and then we fixed it. And then we saw a ship crash, and now multiple factions have been telling us to go get the module for me and bring it back. And we're like, yeah, okay. So we did that. We fixed the tower. We did some side stuff. We managed to make it to Cascadia, which turns out it's an abandoned outpost, which got overridden by crazy people, mostly marauders. And we now have a secret laboratory to explore, which is going to be fun. So yeah, let's switch over to the game screen and begin it while I'm waiting. Or while we're waiting. Do. I gotta fiddle around with all this until it's all set up properly anyway. The Raptidon head. It looks like a fish that way. Yes, just stare at me creepily. Alright. Is it showing up? Showing up on there. Showing up on stream. I have everything up. I completely forgot that I was going to see about trying to get rid of some stuff. Yeah, so I'll have to do that later. Oh well, I'll keep that up so I know. For now, we've got a secret laboratory to explore, so let's get into that, shall we? There's that picture again. The annoying thing is that in order to change some of the stuff, there isn't a setting for it. You have to go into the INI files, which I find annoying. It should just be a basic function in the game that you can do. This requires 75, so I need to find a key card or something. I can't believe I don't have enough hacking or lockpicking or whatever. Oh! Robots. Plus there's robots. Oh, let's get in there.
Proximity alert. Biology human. Protocol kill all plants. Suspended. Present your Rizzo identification credentials or prepare to be downsized.
I wasn't expecting to talk to you. Disengage security protocols. I'm not a threat.
Attempting to disengage security protocols without proper authorization is a fireable offense. Priming weapons.
I'll just do the lie. I am an authorized Rizzo employee. Password antediluvian.
Executive level password accepted as identification according to employee ID protocol A-3501.
Yeah!
Welcome back, Doctor. Be advised. Mantisaur threat level is petrifying purple berry.
What?
Please use caution. Mantisaur wounds are not covered under Rizzo's health policy. Have a productive day.
Well, that made things easier.
Have a productive day.
You have a productive day. So the robots were left behind to defend a place that has no one inside. Sounds about right. Am I still not showing up on the map? I am still not showing up on the map, so I have no idea where I am. This map is useless if you don't tell me where I am on it. I guess I didn't need to hack in. Reminder, personal messages on Rizzo time will result in mandatory deduction from your monthly candy fund. Signal Ada to land on the Cascadia pad. I can do that? Sure, why not? Set up a link to the refueling station. The closest functional terminal with refueling authorization is located above the flavor R&D lab. Okay. Redacted. Subjects. See your station. See you at the station. You will not see me, but I will be close. Continue your research, Doctor. Report to me when you have achieved a mission end date. I understand we're bound for a secondary job. Will you be supervising our research this time, or will I be standard work from the shadows routine? Eva. Hellfall. Getting there. Thank you for your optimism, lore. What we're doing isn't easy under the best of circumstances, much less the board cutting corners. I can promise you that our research will lead to a better Halcyon, even if we have to pay a terrible cost getting there. Effects of O2 rationing on native flora. You have your orders, Doctor. Your project is too important, too sensitive to allow any hint of it to reach the public. With all due respect, I urge you to reconsider your decision to classify our research results on the native flora of Terra 1. I assure you that we will diligently redact any references to our project or its purpose from any papers we release. We have made several discoveries about how the terraforming process affected the nucleine of the Raptidon and Manti families. At the very least, allows us to inform our fellow board researchers that these creatures will perish when O2 concentrations are reduced to 19.5%, a level within human tolerance. This is not about fame or prestige, it is about potentially saving lives. Please. What? At the very least, allow us to inform the board that these creatures will perish when O2 concentrations are reduced. Oh no, not the Raptidons.
Captain, I've touched down on Cascadia's landing pad. You'll need to connect the storage tanks to my fueling system and then initiate the transfer from an authorized terminal within the lab.
Okay. I guess this is for the Alta Vitae. This is going to be fun. Yeah, wet dripping noises. Shortcut. So where are these Raptidons, eh? Oh, there's one. Romantosaur. Oh. How did they even get in here? Why are they in the bathroom? Where I can pick this. Hello. Ordnance control armor gold. I guess I'll pick that up. Right, and then I can break it down. Flamethrower. I could probably get rid of this, to be honest, because I'm not really using it, and the assault rifle is a much better weapon. So, oh boy. The Sublight Contractor Helm. Catherine is appreciative. Damage to creatures plus 25%. Oh, that's pretty good. Ordnance control armor. Gold. Persuade. Defensive skills. Maybe I can. This is 20. This is medium. This is light. Sure, I'll give you this. Not bad. And I can give you this. There you go, you got a full set. If it weren't for like the weird blip at the end, you'd look kind of cool. Range weapon skills +5. Do we have anything that's better? This is a 39. Something that's either better or close enough to that would be great. 38. 12. 2, 6, 3. Medical. Engineering. See, this gives an engineering +15, but it loses 1 perception, whereas this gives it a +5. If only this didn't have that, that would be a lot better. (21). She doesn't really use long guns, so I don't think it's worth giving her that. Dialogue skills, she doesn't really use that. No, we'll just keep it as is then. Onwards!
Traps everywhere.
If I have anything to get rid of brain damaged. Some would have needed to put these here. That way, that requires 110, 150. I don't know where I am. Where's the elevator? This map is useless. Rubble. Ooh. Bard. This leads into a room with a bunch of dead people in it. I think we came from up here. I think that's the elevator. That's why we came in. So we're here? I could probably go down here fine then. Oops. Okay, that works too, I guess.
Process 600.
Incoming!
I already talked to one of you people. Why are you shooting me now? I need to find a way of upgrading this ammo capacity. Ooh, I'll take that. Damn, this place is covered in smoke. Ah, interesting. Can I open this way now? Nope. Is there Why is this one room barricaded like this? Ventilation system.
Cap, we can use this ventilation system to solve our bug problem.
I'm listening.
Manosaurs need an oxygen-rich environment, more than we do. We drop the oxygen levels a bit, we can suffocate them.
Kinda got that from the report.
Done. Won't be but a minute before they're all rolling around, desperately trying to figure out why they're dying and why they can't stop it.
Good thinking. How'd you know that?
The more you study your prey, the less chance they surprise you. And I hate surprises.
Nice one.
Look at all that XP from suffocating them. Minimum fortified with iron, radium, and asbestos. The only option is purple berry. Warning, when Rizzo's signature scents are active, do not stand next to an open vent more than 10 minutes at a time. Rizzo is not responsible for any hallucinations or lung damage. Okay. Well, I guess I'll have to have that then. And there we go. All dead. Tell me these robots got killed by these things. Disappointing. Menthol. Potent flavor additive. Free lunch equals best lunch. I don't know. So. $187. Right now it's Mag 2 power, which makes it plasma. Do I need it as plasma though, to be honest? Like, I don't feel like I need to have it as a plasma weapon. Let me actually see how much plasma adds to it. Outer Worlds plasma damage. Plasma has the most type advantages, including the most popular human type, only falling short versus mantises. Shock is pretty good, though more specialized. So it's like, it goes corrosive for mantises, shock for mechanical, and plasma for everything. Okay, so I guess I'll keep plasma then. I was just kind of hoping to try and find a way of increasing the ammo cap. Maybe later down the line we'll get one that it changes the ammo type as well as how much you can shoot or have stored in. Alright. Well... can we do much else? I wish we could upgrade other people's weapons. Oh. Creepy gas. Creepy gas.
Nice.
Alright, refueling system enabled. Connection established with Northern landing pad. Running diagnostics. Occupied tramp freighter unreliable. Logs. Animal trials. Tom was skeptical about the animal trials would yield good data, but I wanted to start small. I wish someone had thought to pack a breeding stock of fruit flies from Earth. Writing them off as mere pest species has limited our research efforts more than once. With approval from C&P, I've made arrangements to peruse the Borst factory near Fallbrook. Cystipigs mature reasonably swiftly. I feel this is the best option available to us. I've done great things with Cystipig engineering in the past. Of course, my current project is far more difficult than merely enhancing the baconated flavouring of Cystipig tumours. Let's see if I can make lightning strike twice, this time on alternate tissues. Moving to Cascadia. The board has repeatedly denied my request for data from the other teams investigating the issue. I'm guessing their efforts have progressed no further than ours. There is some good news. We'll be heading to a town called Cascadia. Apparently Rizzo volunteered to provide lab space we could use as a change of space, or scene. I'll ask the movers to handle the terminal with care. I'm starting to have doubts that animal testing will yield us the results we seek, but succumbing to pessimism helps no one. Alright, align fueling system. Pump fuels aligned. Connecting storage tanks. Initiate siphon transfer. Initiate transfer of Altae Vitae. This terminal does not have administrative permission required to transfer Alta Vitae gas. Access is restricted to Executive Research Focus Group terminal located in R&D labs.
All this machinery's making me a mite nervous.
Guess I'm going this way then. Whoa. It's another one of these examination rooms. Can't use that, that's broken. I don't really need this out anymore because they're all dead. Yoink. Mantipilar. Broken. Dr. Thomas Lindhull Roll in Gratitude. Ava Cartrand, Laura Fell, James Guthrie, Charles McNulty, Claire Pearsall. What? Why is there a person in here? Well, this is where they broke in. $60.
Hell of a job.
Authorized user Chartrand E. Tissue compatibility acceptable losses. Chief concern is rejection of the tissue, a problem as classical as limb transplantation, though obviously on a cellular level. The scale of the problem, though, even with Altae Vitae bolstering our efforts, an achievement of such proportion has never been attempted or even considered. How do we define a tolerable failure rate when the losses could swell to affect millions? Even 1% is unthinkable. I have much to consider. Transfer to secondary site. The project has been reassigned to a secondary lab. I'm told the board is pulling out of Terra 1 and we still don't have time to transfer our research. For once, I'm grateful our labourers didn't make significant strides here. I won't forget Tom's sacrifice. Up until the end, he knew what it had to happen. It wasn't one of us. If it wasn't one of us, the board would have volunteered inmates from Tartarus. I'd be sure to carry this example to the new lab in the next phase of human trials. Okay then. Another box.
I usually just kick them down.
Free lunch equals best lunch. Yes, you can just keep putting that everywhere. Oh boy. Just think, if this whole building was set up like that to begin with, we wouldn't have this issue.
Wow. She's right majestic, huh, Captain? It's almost a shame we had to put her down.
The Manta Queen. Not really. She's going around killing things. It's better her than us. Level 20. Level 28. I'm tempted to give a different weapon to someone else. It's just that you're pretty good with heavy weapons. 189, 429. Hmm. 114, 131. Oh, let's do it. Let's see how you like with that. What does this symbol mean? Elevators? Whoa. It's like a jumping puzzle? Alright, let's use this first.
Let me take a look-see. Okay, I'm thinking if I patch this into our fuel cell network, we can use the empty tanks to hold this ulta-wada-biddle stuff. Just gotta compensate for the pressure difference. We burn liquid reaction mass, not gas, and the cells are distributed all through the hull, so I gotta isolate the empties.
Engineering 60. That looks right. You remember the sticky value of number 16?
Of course I did, Captain. Just gave it a little jiggle.
A little jiggle.
There we are. Good as pretty and twice as new.
Nice work.
Oh, I just did my thing. You know.
I'm impressed. I would have just tried to blow the thing up.
Yeah, let's try not to blow things up. 0%. All of it's been put in. Great. I guess we can just leave, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna go this way. What's over here? New collectibles? Secrets? Did you seriously fall down to your death? Precision spectrum monolens. Ooh, a mind control ray. A misfiled form put on a research group specializing in marketing jingles into a specific or advanced top secret weapons research facility. The research group spent months incorporating the new marketing jingles into the advanced weaponry and developed the mind control ray. Once the mishap was discovered, the entire facility was shut down and all personnel were reassigned to the most remote outpost corporate could find. Cool. I think that's all of them, isn't it? Yeah, quest completed. Good.
What's up?
Just wondering if you finished screaming. I hate that you teleport.
Where are we headed?
Nothing. Right, try not to fall to your death again. Oopsie daisy. Would you please stop jumping off like that? Uh-oh. Whee! It's a good thing I saved. Up we go. So where is this going to put us? Oh, in a lock room. Is that a dead guy in there or an alive guy? An alive guy. You know what I meant. Right, let me see. Good. Still. Yeah, that's still up. Alright, cool. Let's keep going. I guess I'll pick that up so I can have a look at it. Medical? Ooh. Engineering. Science. That'll be useful to one of my science officers or crew members.
I hope Edgewater don't end up like this.
Like a prison cell?
What you get when a corporation takes a dump and walks off without cleaning it up.
Resident. Pistol Mark II. Oh my god! Jeez. You guys suck. Stop dying. Where are we? Oh, we're on the other side of the bridge that I was going to check out. All right, more skills, more stuff. Now, I do want to get other stuff leveled up. At the same time, there's just so many things I need to focus on. We'll put lockpick up to 60, I think. Lockpicking speed is increased to nearly an instant. Find pristine item chance plus 100%. There we go. Put lockpick at 60. I know I need 150. I don't think I'm about to get it because I get 10 points per level. And if we only got up to level 30, that would mean that we would only have 6 levels, so 60 points, which would make us get up to 120, which would not be enough to get to 150. Granted, I will probably have enough with enough bonuses and stuff. But we do need to start focusing on like dialogue skills, especially considering that they're being used quite a lot. I also want to bump up our engineering to at least maybe 60 as well. And I definitely want to start getting up my range stuff because they're starting to be a bit lagging behind and I kind of need them. Especially considering it's stuff like increases critical damage, headshot damage, weapon sway reductions, that kind of thing. Maybe defense too. Need leadership up too because that makes my companions actually more competent. Because right now they just keep dying. Without this, they wouldn't have had their companion abilities, so maybe I should start using that more. Okay, so we got the bridge over this way. Oh, it's just a random building with a door open. He has a name. Reload faster, please. I forgot about getting a perk, didn't I? Tactical shotgun too, sure. We good? All dead now? You mean sealed? Now let's get a perk, because I forgot about it. Solo sneaker, revenge. You continue with at normal speed, increase carrying capacity. Sure, why not? There we go. What's in here? Dead guy. Marauder too. You don't have any legs. I hear bad people or monsters, so I'm gonna go in here first. I don't know why it closed. Ah. Just what I needed. Bunch of schematics. I'll take that. Just random shears. Oopsie daisy. The tinkering station. This door cannot be opened. See, we're getting doors that require 150 freaking lockpicking. I don't have that. What? Ooh. Just take this. Purpleberry police helmet. I'm good, thanks. Wildlife examination report. A report written by Rizzo's wildlife specialist regarding Project Patero. Its lists concern that the higher than average volume of Patero ray corpses may be attracting local wildlife, combined with the alluring purpleberry aroma coming from the Cascadia potting plant. The engineer worries that raptidons may be encroaching ever closer to the walls. Though the walls are theoretically sound, the engineer warns that they are relatively shallow, and that particularly clever raptidons could possibly dig underneath them or find their way into the chemical waste pipes. That sounds great. That's probably how they got in. And considering there's not even a wall here... Yeah. That's
Don't mess with us.
I picked up the thing before I even had a chance to see it. I think it said beanie. Why'd you have to be rabid? Stop being rabid.
We made it.
Oh, there's our ship.
What did Stellar Bay's engineer name your cannon machine?
I don't rightly know. That'd have been Guster, I think. I'd ask him, but he fell in the machine once, so... Could call it Guster's Demise, or Guster Crusher. Oh,
The Guster Crusher.
Forget I asked.
I guess we finished looking at everything. This part of the town is not that big. Oh, we can get rid of the things over here. Suffer my bullets! How are you still not killing this thing? You know what? Screw it. I'm going to make it so then you just attack at range, because you guys suck at, at melee. There you go. I'll stay at range, because you suck with everything else. Bunch of dead scientists. So what exactly were they trying to get out of Patera rays? Because we already got the Vita gas or whatever, but it's not really told us what the experiments were about. Oh boy, I have to go back to the groundbreaker. I can do that later. Phineas. Hide the completed. Hide the botched. Take Max to the Hermit. Pavati Vanti close on Byzantium. Yoka believes information broker could track down her lost friends, which is let's go back to the information broker. So let's go get the targeting module, because that is up that away, which isn't that far. So let's go. So I hope everyone's doing well this fine evening. I'm okay. Oh boy, more monsters. 2 mantiqueens. Hey Swordmaster, I don't know why it took a while for all your stuff to show up, but everything appeared at once, so welcome. What's with the fire? Oh, jeez. Well, welcome, Swordmaster. Yeah, I'll drink some just so then you guys get healed. What's the purple stuff over there? No, I'm interested enough, so I'm gonna go check it out.
Look out!
Ooh, pretty. It's nothing. I really wish I could reload faster. Bunch of boxes.
Here they come.
What? Oh. Can you just not?
Everyone all right?
Are the heals limited? They're limited to the amount of healing items I have. It's the thing on the top left where it's like F and it shows 138. I have 138 healing items. For breathing things. Oh. This does nothing. Woo, Henry. Reload, come on. Jeez. That one shot did 3,000 damage. This N-ray stuff is kind of like all over the place in terms of its damage potential. The fire earlier was the swarm combined with fire and the mantic creature. Yeah, but I'm just wondering why it kept going. It's like a constant freaking thing going on. Oh, well, there's the ship. I just noticed it. Maybe if I sneak, I can do more damage.
We're done here.
I mean, I don't really...
Watch it. He's coming through. He'll take a toe off.
I don't got much use for sulfur in my own work. Neat that it's here, though.
Sulfur. Shooting it does nothing. There's the ship. How do we get in? Oh, from the front entrance. That's how. Fast travel location, gunship crash site.
I'll keep an eye on things out here.
You're staying out there?
Me too. You have fun, Captain.
Really? Alright. Cantankerous Candid is the ship ID, okay. Captain Matsu's captain key is active, but his lifetimes are no longer detected on the bridge. Logging flight hours will not present for duty is a violation of UDL policies. I guess locate targeting module? Targeting module is located in primary routing. Access requires Captain Matsu's command key. Integration module is responsible for controlling the ship's access to the ship's primary functions. Warranty, don't care. Wrong diagnostics. Main terminal online. Bridge controls offline. Engines technically functional. Hull integrity, don't ask. This Mark IV's gunship's operational parameters have exceeded acceptable damage at ranges. The cost of any repairs necessary to your nearest UDL facility will be averaged amongst the crew. View logs. Unable to access central logs, only the most recent entries. November 12th then. CE saying something about spare regulator bypass something Chikusho. I'm turning this thing towards Groundbreaker, firing up the engines and retiring. Better to be arrested than lose power and drift out into space. I just hope this whole bird can handle the last trip. December 21st. How in this law-forsaken colony is it so impossible to requisition parts? My chief engineer is barking at me to order yet another damned thing, and I can't even get a response from corporate. January 3rd. Another day, another ship lands on Terra 1 and we can't shoot them down. That makes... I've lost count. What's the point of being out here if we can't get some backup? Start Mayday message playback.
Hello, my name's Jen. I'm the chief engineer on this gunship, and I'd like to let the record show that our captain is a total fucking hullhead. I told him again and again that without fixing our regulators, spinning up the engines are going to blow through our coils and we'll go flying off in a completely random direction. Well, here we are. Thinking we'll hit seconds. This is your chief engineer signing off for what is probably the last time. It's a shame you can't see this metal figure I'm holding up, because I'm doing it as hard as I can.
She just does not care anymore after that. Alright, eject Captain Matsu's command key. Command key ejected. Alright, let's try and find this stuff. I am surprised nothing fell on me, considering everything should have gone towards the door. It's very red in here. You're definitely dead. Ugh. Hello. Ooh. I guess I'll press this one first. Cantankerous Canid targeting module. Cool. Give the module to Sanjar, give the module to Graham. Oh boy, I've got to make a decision. Ow! I decided to break my legs. That's my choice. Ugh. Well, you two weren't any help. Alright, thanks for joining, Swordmaster. Hope to see you later. Okay, so we've got still got a few things to do, so let's go do that first. I want to see what's over here, though, so I'm going to go that way. But we're going to go around. Man, watching them explode like that is just cool. Well, that could have gone better. I'm starting to regret putting the N-ray thing on this thing. It's a cool gun, it's just that it's not that great with the N-ray stuff on it. The building is just down there. What's this little alcove for? Is it literally just for this? It's a chimera. That's the first time I've heard that been used. Also 2.0. Let's pick it up to see what it's like. Hero's Last Stand discovered. Where? Why do I have a teleport to some place called that? That's a bunch of dead things. Did I just see an enemy through the wall? The building is just a short jaunt. That way. Oh, Manta Queen, hi. Almost there. I really wish I could reload faster. Auto mag, pistol, ultra. Ultra, ultra. We're all just getting ultra stuff now. Plasma carbine, ultra. I believe the last gun we had was just a 2.0 one, so this is actually an improvement of the other one. But do I want it? So, sell that. Bolter 2.0. Auto mag. So 12 shots for that. 18 shots for this. Make you feel like a big shot who can fire a big shot. If you want some serious power but aren't ready to step up to heavy weapons, then the TNL auto mag line is for you. This actually might be pretty good. But I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll buy one. Guess I'll buy the Ultra Carbine too. If I had enough bits, but I don't. Now do I have enough? I do not. Right, I can now compare 163, 98, versus 126, 525, or 402. I actually got to check. Is there a reason to just use N-Ray? Because it doesn't seem that great, if I'm being honest. Outer Worlds, N-Ray sucks. Doesn't do a lot of damage against robots, and it doesn't do as much damage to single targets as a distant element might, but it clears rooms and large groups of organic enemies with ease. It ignores damage, or ignores armor, does damage over time, which gets stronger with additional shots. Does an AoE around an affected individual, causes affected individuals to explode on death, and spreads the dot to nearby individuals as part of the explosion. So, essentially, I used it on the wrong type of gun. If I had put it on to something like an assault rifle or a rapid firing gun like a machine gun, it would have done a lot better. But because I put it on this, it's not living up to its full potential, so it kind of sucks. Which makes sense. So what I could do instead, I want to try. We'll just keep going for the moment, and then if I come across anything else, I might switch to the gun to see how that goes. Is this just a random building? Ooh, I'll take those bits. 938, geez, yeah.
Got some nimble fingers, Captain.
Look at all this stuff. That is not a collectible or pickup thing. You know, I never used this. Let's see what it's like. Oh, it's a rapid fire one. It's not bad. It's a rapid fire compared to the other one. It's just not the best. Maybe if I upgrade it, it has different barrels. I don't like the way it looks. It's the main issue. Now let's switch over to the bolter so I can have a see what that's like. Okay. Compare it with the Automag Ultra. Okay, that's pretty cool, actually. And this is it, not even upgraded. I'm gonna equip this, because I want to see what it's like. Ooh, it glows! There's a bunch of dead people up here. Hopefully I'm not sequence breaking something. Where is this even taking me? Just a random waypoint thing here.
Here they come.
Oh! Okay, so it actually does do stuff. I'm dead! Even though I was healing. Where's it going to put me? Oh, here's not bad. So this requires me to press and hold it. I want to see what this is like. Ooh. Has spikes. I'm a whack you. And then we can try the prismatic hammer, I guess.
That's the last of them.
Well. That's fine. Now we got to try the gloop gun, which is some sort of launcher?
From a distance, it doesn't seem like...
Whoa! God fucking... What is this chat doing? Sorry, I'm trying to get it so that it's not something I can click on because it's starting to annoy me now. What is click-through mode? Okay, so that's how you do it. I figured it out. I had to put on click-through mode. In order for me to click it now, I have to press control, which is great. Stops you from accidentally clicking it. God, okay. Gloop gun sucks. Let's try the mind control ray next. Roller River Camp discovered. Okay. I was expecting this to be here, so... guess I'm brainwashing them. And I'm dead. This is what happens when you experiment with weapons in the middle of fighting. How far back is it going to put me? Oh, back here? That's fine. Means I can put my other stuff back on. Boing. What's in the building? Hello? Retro rockets. Interesting. Anything else here? Money?
It's done.
And a storage room. Break these down. Shotgun Mark II. I'm so glad I can shoot between these things. Hopefully I get a new ranged, like, weapon soon. Oh, whoa! God, my companions suck in this game. They literally cannot hold themselves over for like a few seconds. Gonna... It wasn't showing up for a second then. Alright, so Sinus is down here. Overlooking the bay. I don't know what you're gonna do, but do it. Oh God! That was cool. Why do I have to tell you to do that? Why don't you just do it on your own? Well, that was badass. See, it's better when you don't have to fiddle around with freaking science weapons, which just suck the majority of the time. They have cool effects, but they're just not good in combat. Can I was just wondering if I can get over there. Oh. We've got to go back to the things. Let's go up. We'll ask the broker to see if he's got any information about the people that whatchamacallit once. Wait, is this a completely different area, or am I just... Emergency protocols. As I stated in my prior 4 messages, it's simply a cause for alarm. Near emergency, non-event. When the black hole were you thinking, Val? At some point, space efficiency becomes inverse to time efficiency. Toilets, blah, blah, blah. Oops. Exit. You're still here, dead guy? Off we go. Why is this guy just floating in the air? I don't know.
Sure, I'm glad the station's under control again. Means we get paid.
So much for peace and quiet. Would it kill the universe to cut me some slack? And I don't see an Insta-coffee in your hand.
You're an info broker? What's that?
Is that a trick question? Because to answer it, you'd need to pay me. Of course, I could offer you a vastly more interesting bit of data instead. Try me. Ask me anything you'd like. I'll even offer it for free. We'll call it an exchange for your help with the broadcasts. Ask me what you will.
Okay. Let's talk about the board.
There are so many members. Do specify.
Got any compromising information on the chairman?
If you try to cite me on this, I will deny. Do you understand? What I am about to reveal is the sort of information that gets a body disappeared. MSI's ownership of Monarch is technically legal, but it would give MSI too much power on the board to grant them such status.
So the chairman demonizes Monarch rather than welcome back into the fold?
Exactly. But you didn't hear so much as a whisper of such from me.
Okay.
Luckily for you, I am a...
I'm curious about MSI and the clock blah blah classes.
They are a curious lot. Insufferable. And short-sighted, too. What else do you wish to know?
I'm curious about Graham Bryant's deep, dark secrets.
Some say Graham suffers from nightmares that leave him sweat-drenched and screaming. I would assume it stems from the friends and family he lost in Amber Heights all those years ago.
What's the story between MSI and the Iconoclasts?
You mean between MSI, the Iconoclasts, and myself? I bet neither of those megalomaniacs told you I was the true mastermind behind Monarch. Back when the colony was still Terra 1 and corporations were abandoning us left and right, I'm the one who approached Sanjar and Graham with the means to our salvation. I offered them a legal way to take control of the planet. If MSI were the only corporation here, they could claim sole ownership.
So MSI would have to stay behind while the other corporations left?
Precisely. The other corporations were fleeing because of the hazard clause declaring Terra 1 uninhabitable. But MSI had lagged behind, giving Sanjar and Graham an opportunity. Take over MSI, stay here while the other corps left, take over the planet.
So you all the glue that brought them together?
Precisely. Without me, they never would have done more than play Revolution in hushed whispers over scuzzy kale ales in the tavern. Thus, the bargain was struck. They could run MSI while I would operate Devil's Peak Station. Unfortunately, relations have soured over time.
Why did the partnership fall apart?
Competing ideologies. Graham believes Sanjar has become corrupted by the corporate lifestyle, that he is now similar to the original corporate executives they sought to reform. And Sanjar has learned the hard way that Graham is quite morally gray.
What about dirt on Sanjar?
Sanjar's not actually at fault for his past performance reviews, but he can keep hunting for loopholes to get back on the board for the next century. He'll never be reinstated. Not in his lifetime. For
Okay.
Nebula's sake, even with the loophole I gave him, he's only in charge of MSI because every other exec died during the massacre at Amber Heights.
What do you mean?
I gave Sanjar and Graham legal information that would allow MSI to own Terra. The execs had their concerns, but before the matter could be resolved, pirates raided their homes in the night. Luckily for you, I am a...
What can you tell me about Phineas?
Not much, admittedly.
You must know something about him.
I do know this much. There is a sharper side to the good scientist than you'd expect. If allegations are to be believed, the experiments he conducts for the greater good are in fact treasonous and for self-gain. I am not convinced as to the validity of these allegations, considering the source, but I am also not unconvinced either.
Oh, all right.
Luckily for you...
Have you received any broadcasts from Earth?
What? No. Why would I go out of my way to intercept messages from Earth? There's no market for them. No buyer means it's not worth my time. Now, if you wanted me to intercept a certain one, that might be worth it for the right price.
All right. It's enough gossip.
How low you seemingly regard my trade.
So about that ship.
Yes, the one that crashed. I saw it on the security feed. A bit grainy, but an invigorating watch all the same. What about it?
It's pretty wild, wasn't it? Us sharing the experience of seeing it crash like that.
Is this bonding? I'm not sure I like it. Next, you'll be asking me how I got the scar on my chin when I was 11.
What scar? How did you get the scar on your chin? You can barely see it.
Most of it's underneath along my jaw, but yes, it seems to have faded with time. Moral of the story is, never run with scissors.
Yeah. And where do you think the ship came from anyway?
The board has a blockade of gunships that patrol Monarch. Not a ton, mind you, just enough to deter the masses. I am curious as to what downed it. A faulty part wouldn't be wholly unusual. The supply for new mechanicals is tight. Ugh, now I'll never sleep. Unsolved puzzles really torque my sprockets. If you find out what happened, sell me the info.
Gladly. Ship crashed due to a parts failure.
Not surprising, replacement parts are rare, so the cost of even a simple repair can exceed an arm and a leg. I take it you investigated the wreckage?
Engineering. The inside was a complete wreck. I'd say the problem originated in the engines.
Don't guess the captain would have quite pegged the price of disrepair being the cost of their lives, but these things happen. A shame. I would have enjoyed investigating the mystery further.
Who do you think I should give the module to?
I fear it's a sad day when you've resorted to asking me for advice. Sanjar's about as deadly as a spilled can of lead paint. If anyone's to aim a cannon at my face, I'd prefer it be him. But he'd never have the guts to defend Monarch if it came down to it. Graham's as likely to bomb Monarch as he is to protect it, down to the last dying man, woman, and sistapig. As I'm not the one with access to the artillery cannon, I reckon the decision's ultimately up to you.
I'd rather give it to Zora, because she's the actual one that seems to know what she's doing. Thanks for the insight.
I'm quite useful from time to time, aren't I? You're welcome.
Never mind.
I'm getting a headache behind my left temple. What could be causing it? The glare from the terminal screen? Or something else?
Nyoka needs a favor.
Oh, great. I love doing pro bono work for friends.
Aw, you called us friends. I'd normally entertain your self-aggrandizing delusions, but this time it's important.
Important to you is not the same as important to me. Although I do recognize that you may have earned some goodwill during your months laboring for me.
She's your friend and she's in need. You're the only one who can help.
Tug on my heartstrings, why don't you? Look, I'll do what I can, all right?
Rebecca Hodges and Anders Wadsworth. They took a UDL contract back when Monarch went to ship, and I need to find them. I believe them to be on Terra 2.
If UDL hired 2 hunters back then, it would have been for creature clearing purposes, round one of their Spacer's Choice outposts. These are the coordinates for the outpost under the last UDL contract. Now scram. And, good luck.
I'd like secure
I
information.
may have a secret for you. For the right exchange.
That's enough.
How low you...
I need to head out.
Give my regards to Phineas.
Will do. So now, we need to go to an expansion site for Edgewater, that Spacious Choice abandoned in Emerald Vale. Oh god, I've got to go back there? Okay. Well, that's going to be some time, so I guess I could go do the other thing, which is Candace Cradle.
I bet you'll like... What's up?
Never mind. Where's the...
Something you need?
Nope. I just wanted to talk to you. I believe I can fast travel... No, I need to go out of the building in order to fast travel. I did not know that. It's not the worst unless it's worst, as they keep saying. Ugh. Right, save game, because a lot has happened. We're going to keep going. I'm just going to check to see what else I could do at this point in time. All right. So I need to go talk to Sanjar, if I remember correctly. So let's go do that. Teleport time. Meow. I could also probably repair my stuff if I can, because that would be great. Oh, there's one. I was looking for the repair station. They're all equipped. There we go. Now the thing's not showing up anymore. Alright, let's go speak to them. Hey, Sanjar.
If the Iconoclasts reach that ship first, there won't be any chance for a peaceful monarch. I don't suppose you've found the targeting module yet. I've sent patrols, but they're running into trouble with the Iconoclasts.
Why do you need the targeting module?
Well, because the module controls the weapons systems.
For a ship? I mean, why do you need the gunship's weapon systems?
Because once we mount them on Stellar Bay's walls, no Marauder or Raptidon will ever be a threat to us again. Stellar Bay will be as secure as any other settlement in Halcyon.
I don't see how UDL is going to let you keep their toys.
The board's own Salvage and Recovery Clause 32B would say differently.
And they won't dare challenge us over this. Not after the data you found on their experiments here.
Okay. What's so bad about the Iconologists reaching the gunship?
Can you imagine what those maniacs would do with weapons like that? They'd wreak havoc.
And roll back all the progress we've made at reconciling with the rest of Halcyon.
You don't know that.
Oh, I've known their ilk long enough.
I haven't seen them do anything, to be honest.
Perhaps the threat of a bunch of anarchists holding a gunship would bring the full wrath of the board down on Monarch. We can't afford that.
I'm skeptical they'd care enough to wipe us out, but if they did, we wouldn't stand a chance.
Ah, you see our quandary then.
Seems like your people should be able to handle this.
Look, Celia, she's being funny again.
I don't think so, sir.
Really? Well, I could have sworn... Well, that's not important. What is important is that there's a considerable distance between us and that ship, and most of it is inhabited by Marauders and Raptidons.
Not anymore. I wiped them all out on the way there. Enough about the gunship.
Good, because we haven't a moment to lose.
According to the ship's logs, they suffered some kind of malfunction.
That's surprising. The board's equipment is usually in top shape. After all, they have first access to any fresh parts or components.
I've gone deaf. I'm waiting for the stuff to come back. There we go. Maybe there's something deeper going on.
A conspiracy? You've spent too much time around Graham.
Oh, sure. Well, could you agree to a truce with the iconoclasts?
They're all mad. And what's more, they left us. I don't see any way for us to work together.
I've read your review, Sanjo. You can't do this alone.
Not this again.
Remember what we practiced, sir.
Yes. The words in those reviews were very hurtful, but they do not define me. I am a mantipillar, and my will is my cocoon. I can emerge and become whatever I wish.
You're good with details, but you could use someone who sees the big picture.
You too?
She has a point, sir, and it's not all bad.
Supposing you're right, who exactly would you have me work with? The iconoclasts are not the most compromising sorts.
Definitely not Graham. What about Graham's second-in-command, Zora?
That's an interesting suggestion. I confess I don't know much about her except that she worked for Rizzo.
There ain't a body on this planet that can keep a group patched up like she has. I don't know how she does it.
I'd be willing to consider it, but I need to see her review first.
Well, just so happens I have her review already here.
Very well. I can't promise anything, but let's see what we have here. Well, it seems like she's actually very qualified.
If it weren't for her, I'd wager the iconoclast would have died off a while ago.
I wasn't expecting to say this, but if you can put her in charge and convince her to agree to a meeting, I'd be willing to discuss terms.
Very well. Off I go. Yay, I'm getting somewhere. The actual thing I wanted to do is actual possible. That's great. So now I need to go speak to her in Amber Heights, I guess. I don't think Graham's going to be happy about this, though. Although he seems like a reasonable and calm individual. Is he?
Good luck in all that you do.
Oh, they're both in the same building. I wasn't expecting that. Hey, Zora.
Captain, we should chat. Graham's got the right idea, but he isn't the right guy to execute it. I don't even think he's motivated by philosophism anymore. I think he's just guilt-ridden. I can't believe I'm even saying this, but I keep going over and over it in my head, and the only way I see the iconoclast surviving is we depose him.
I'm with you there. Let's go talk to him.
Okay. Deep breaths. This is what's best, Zora. Time to save Monarch.
Now, when you say depose, you mean actually kill him or just talk to him? I mean, we could talk to him first. That'd be great. Bunch of stuff.
Captain, you must be back with the access codes to our new ship.
Graham, we need to talk.
We have work to do. This isn't the time for one of our spats.
I'm sorry, Graham, but Zora's taking over.
What? Zora?
You're running the iconoclast into the ground, and I don't believe it'll get better after we take Stellar Bay. The troops take orders from me already, and you've brought me as far as you can down the eternal path. It's time to step down.
The troops? Listen to you. This isn't an army. They aren't soldiers. They're believers. Followers. They pick up a gun because you tell them to, not because they want to. And you, Captain, after all you've done for me, for us, you throw behind this mutinous blasphemer?
I do. She's got the best interests of the iconoclasts at heart.
I built this movement from the ground up. I've brought freedom to Monarch, and all these years later, we're still free.
I joined because I believed that you were in it for the Iconoclasts. That you wanted nothing more than to bring freedom to Halcyon. That you were selfless. But I know the truth now, Graham. I know what happened in Amber Heights. You didn't start this movement because you wanted to save us. You wanted to save yourself.
No.
Oh God. Those deaths are on your hand, Graham. No amount of meditating will clean them.
I've spent years atoning for my sins. I've studied, meditated, taught. I built the Iconoclasts so that any man could cast away his past for a fresh start.
That's your answer, Graham? You needed a fresh start? After all those innocent lives? I'm sorry. I believed in you once. I did. But it's over. Stand down.
I won't. What happened back then was a mistake, and the colony has moved on. This is my movement. These are my people. If you want to lead them, you'll have to kill me.
That isn't necessary.
Please. Don't make me do this, Graham.
If this is where my path ends, I accept it. But as long as I draw breath, I will not abandon them.
So be it.
Big mistake.
Okay.
That's how we fucking do it.
No, my reputation decreased because I killed him. Even though he was shooting me. Okay, Zora.
Well, Captain, here we are. Killed a lot of people in the name of the Iconoclasts, and it never feels right. But this time, it's especially wrong. You've got the... Void held me. I'll never remember what that thing is called. The device from the ship. Do you have it?
Hold on. I was thinking you and Sanjay could join forces.
I've thought about it, but I think we're too far gone. Pulling Carlotta's support was crossing a line.
Intelligence? Neither of you can afford this fight. Monarch is going to devour the victor.
Yeah, well, we'll die Fuck. I sound like Graham. Throwing lives at a problem. We've lost a hell of a lot to this fight. Graham would never agree to this, but I'm starting to realize how often he led us astray. All right. If he's willing to talk, I'll give him a chance.
Damn right. Get the two people in there. I've already spoken to him. He's agreed to a meet.
Well then. I've got to prepare a few just-in-case measures. But when you're ready, let's meet at the old OSI church outside Stellar Bay.
You got it.
Here we go. Pride aside. This is for our people.
Yeah. Joint operation. You two will be able to make a great, not company, but defensive measure. Like, Sanjar's good with, setting things up, getting businesses running and all that stuff, and you're good at keeping people safe and making sure that you spend resources in the right place. Whereas Graham was just like, hey, I want to create propaganda and just tell everyone that's a bad idea to work with the corporations. What? You want to help people? Screw that. I've got to give myself absolution before anyone else. That was his literal whole thing. So I'm glad I'm getting that sorted. I guess we go to the church then. Now, are people just going to attack me, or are we all good on that front?
Huh? Move along.
You move along. You move along.
I don't know what it is, but my gun's been acting funny. Used to be, I had to correct for a bit of leftward drag. Got used to standing just so, and after a while, it put a thorn in my side, something awful. Lately, though, it ain't pulling. I find my stance much improved.
Oh, that's real good to hear. It took me a while to... never mind.
What? Girl, have you been touching my stuff?
I'm sorry. I should have asked. I just got real bored, and I seen you leaning, and the gun was sitting right there.
You know, the last time I caught someone messing with my equipment, I threw him in a sulfur pool.
No.
But I appreciate the help. You want to make modifications, just come ask me, alright? I ain't gonna bite.
Don't put stuff into sulfur pits. It's dangerous.
Thanks.
All right, let's see what we got, and we'll sell all of our junk. They're all equipped. And then, do you have anything that I might be interested in? Not really. Lockpick, and melee, lock. Like, I want a cowboy outfit, a space cowboy outfit. Iconoclast assault rifle. A darn good rifle from TNL, improved for use by or on iconoclasts. Hey. Well, we need to go to the church, which is up there. Probably better to just teleport to the south ruins and then just walk. Taste the freedom. Freedom tastes like dirt and sand and sulfur.
Good old Stellar Bay. Only place on the planet that don't stink of sulfur. On account of it stinking like fish instead.
Is that really a good thing? Man.
Watch yourself up there. Move along.
Here we go.
Hey, thanks for coming.
I wish I'd had more time to prepare a proper analysis on the costs and benefits of your proposed union, but I suppose we'll have to improvise.
That's the spirit, I would say, but usually... I guess we've got to scale it back. I don't know what that means.
This is very hard for me.
Don't fret. The captain here is right honorable. Usually.
Hey.
Sanjar, Stellar Bay's got food and walls. And my people need both. If you'll have us, we're willing to share the space.
Do you have any idea what that would cost? Why, drawing up the budget alone is going to take weeks.
What if the iconoclast just supported your supply lines?
Not good enough. I need to move a fair amount of my people into the city. We need shelter, Captain.
I'm not saying live outside, just help out in the wilderness once in a while.
Suppose some of our healthier folk could offer aid. Some of us need to stay in the city proper, though.
Well, I'll be damned. If you two can work together, maybe there's some hope for this place after all.
Truly, a compromise? I'm not sure I'd ever have heard as much from Graham.
Graham was a murderous fiend, and I'd be shocked if you didn't already know that.
Well, I'd say that he probably didn't know that, because otherwise he would be like, we know that you murdered someone, rather than, oh, I hate you.
This feels like one of those times when everyone at headquarters but me is laughing at something, but you two aren't laughing.
Amber Heights, you haulhead. 10 years ago, Graham had all those people killed.
What? That's not possible. Even for him, that's going too far.
Well, yeah, we found correspondence between him and the pirates. There was no inkling that you were involved, so I wouldn't say that.
But that means... I had no idea, I swear. Look, we were both fed up with corporate leadership, but I never guessed he'd do something like that.
I buy it. Sanjar ain't capable of hurting a sprat, even from a distance.
You can't take bureaucrats at their word. You back someone into a corner like this, and they'll say anything to get out of it.
I'd say Zora's being a bit too much here. So yeah, you're here for the your people, not the past.
Okay. You're right. Sorry. It'll take me a while to get over losing Graham.
You know, I felt the same way years ago when he first left. You know, there was something magnetic about him that let you ignore the things you didn't want to see. But surely you know what that's like.
Yeah, I do. Okay, if you're willing to house and supply some of us, I'll have our more capable soldiers help out.
No, hug it out. No, glad to hear it. I'm hopeful about this alliance.
As am I. Oh, I can feel my blood pressure lowering already.
Thanks for coming out, Sanjar.
Peace it out, or peace in our time.
Guess I'll see you at Stellar Bay.
We done a good thing, Captain. A real good thing. Lots of folks are gonna be better off because of this.
Damn right. They're going to be together rather than separate. Which is a good starting position. Now they just got to defend against anything that happens after that.
Hey.
If you'll excuse me.
I want to get out. I'm stuck. Back to town. I believe that's that quest done. Yeah, I think we're done here. Byzantium can't go there yet. Emerald Vale. This wants to go to Phineas's lab, so what we're going to do instead is that we're going to go to do this one. Why is it telling me to go all over there? Oh, because that's where I landed my ship. Right. So I'm just going to walk back in, call my ship in, take it up, and then we're good to go finally. We're finished in Stellar Bay. I'm so glad we're finished. It's a pretty place with that, but everything else is just sort of covered in sand and dust, and there's rocks everywhere. To be honest, not a very interesting place to be, but it is. Will the depravity never cease? Monarch Stellar Industries reveal their true colors. MSI joined forces with iconoclast radicals. That was a cool picture, to be honest.
Don't worry about...
My boy says he'll only stay a few days before returning to Hamburg.
Anyone got to say anything about
You
this?
look like a woman.
What do you have to say about this?
I must thank you for your excellent recommendation regarding Zora. She's most capable. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Oh, that's it? How are things going in Stellar Bay these days?
Quite well. As a matter of fact, Zora is proving most capable. You should see the way she pounds the table and gets straight to the point. It makes for some rather exhilarating meetings. I know I had my concerns initially, but your instincts were right. Zora and her compatriots have become valuable and productive members of our community.
Of course they have.
And since we're back in the board's good graces, we've got real growth prospects to look forward to. What can I do for you?
Nothing. That was it. So is Zora here, or is she somewhere else? What's this? Ah. Maybe she's just back at Amber Heights. Well, I guess we can go talk to, what's her face? This person for the broadcasts.
Good news. The games are coming through loud and clear. What can I do for you?
Nothing. I just wanted to know how it was now that I fixed your broadcasting towers. That's great. Now let's call in our ship, shall we? Anything new to say, Bennett?
In case I did not impress it.
Okay, bye. Howdy, Grim.
I'd show you around, but I gotta keep watch. Just in case someone else comes along.
Anders can... What's that?
Nothing.
Something.
Nothing. Call in the ship. And then it just magically teleports here. In we go. Ah, finally finished with Monarch. God, this took forever. What, like 3 or 4 streams? At least it's done finally. Let's go talk to some people. Maybe they got something new to say.
Please do not leave
items lying about the cargo hold.
Yeah, Pavati.
Miss Nyoka's so capable, you hardly notice how sad she looks.
Sad? What are you talking about? Nothing in here. That is the point redistribution center thing.
Max. Maximilian. Vicar. Vicky. Shoot, I forgot. It'll come.
Hey, boss, I want to talk to you.
Ah, so many people want to say something.
Hey, Cap.
Getting along with the crew?
Well, Sam's been doing my dishes for me, so that's something. It seems genuinely happy to do that. Can an auto mechanical be happy? Opal told me they could once. She believed auto mechanicals feel just like we do. She would always... Shit. Look at me dredging up bygone days. Forget I said anything.
That's fine, you can reminisce. I'm not pushy, talk when you're ready.
I will.
What's up, Vicar?
By verity, by... What a...
Nothing. I hate that everyone just turns to look at me when I'm talking to someone.
Things on Monarch have really cooled off. I didn't think MSI and the Iconoclast would ever talk. Outside of shouting four-letter words, I mean.
Just goes to show there's always a peaceful option.
Sure. And fish sticks are really made from Saltuna. Look, I won't knock the work you did. I'm sure they'll have a good cry, look through old photographs, share a pint of premium double chocolate cacao gelato. But sooner or later, things will go back to the way they were. People don't change. Not really.
Uh-huh. You've got to try looking for the good in people.
In my experience, it's spread real thin. Anyway, I'd hate to see you get broken up if this thing between them doesn't last.
Nice to know you care.
Hey, let's not make this out to be more than it is. Anything else?
Nothing. What did you want to talk about?
I can't believe I wanted to shake his hand. I need a shower.
Whose hand?
It makes you wonder if being a treacherous, two-timing coward is some sort of contagious disease, or if he was just born that way.
Who we talking about? You mean Graham Bryant?
At first, I liked what Graham was doing. The Iconoclasts were going to change Halcyon for the better. But then, we found out Graham was behind the slaughter of Amber Heights. How can anybody so morally bankrupt lead a movement to transform the colony?
I'll go with the second one. He was sorry for what he did.
Nah, he was sorry for getting found out. Graham never cared about anybody but himself. You'd never do something like that, would you? Slaughter a whole community of innocents?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's get back to it. I need to put all this ugly business with Graham behind me.
Fine.
Hey boss, got a hypothetical for you? You got a friend, see? Somebody you knew when you were growing up. You were close. Then one day, they up and vanished. 5 years go by, they send you a message out of the aether. What's going through your head?
Yeah, shock and disbelief seeing how most of my friends are still on Earth.
Right, forgot about that. Though, shock and disbelief's a good way to put it. Guy by the name of Clyde Harlow. He was an old friend of mine. Honestly, he was probably my first and longest friend. I just heard from him. Says he wants to talk to me. Says it's urgent.
This is obviously important to you. Let's go.
Clyde's waiting for us on Scylla.
Everything's happening on
What
Scylla.
he's doing on an asteroid I can't begin to imagine. I appreciate this, boss. I know you're going out of your way for me.
See you later. How you doing, Sam?
Dust accumulation analysis.
Good work, Sam.
Thank you. Sam.
Can I talk to you about anything else?
What's on your mind?
I wanted to ask you about this Harlow guy.
Yeah, sure thing. Ask away.
What's a guy like him doing all the way on Scylla?
I've been thinking about that. Scylla's about as far away from civilization as I can imagine. Cold, barren rocks and the occasional mining operation. Clyde wasn't exactly a prospector. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
Probably, yeah. How well did you know him?
Clyde was my first friend, but he was also my mentor. Taught me how to think, how to question, how to disobey. I figured the board got him in the end. Some guys with black uniforms snatching him off the street in the middle of the night or something.
He was your mentor?
Yeah, I was just a lonely orphan kid getting my knuckles dirty. Clyde? I want to say he saw some potential in me. Like as not, he just took pity on me. So he took me in. Gave me a place to live. Gave me something to believe in.
You think he might be in trouble?
That's what I don't know. The message was light on details. No explanations, as usual. Clyde. He was a blustery old cuss. Carried on about violent revolution and seizing the means of production.
Uh-huh. Well, he must have made some enemies, the way he talked about revolutions.
Clyde wasn't an idiot. He kept his head down, worked hard. Did as he was told. You're not going to catch him standing on a soapbox decrying the tyranny of the board. But when the Mardettes had their backs turned, oh yeah, he carried on about starting a revolution. Said he was going to do something big.
Alright.
Yeah, boss?
Well, that's that nice talk. There's a bunch of stuff in here. How come I never picked this up? Faded air freshener. It's lemony fresh. Sam's Sod Steeper, sparkling in this unit's middle name. Clean sweep for Sam. Bag of moldy sweetheart cakes. No more refunds after this date. Let's see if we also have...
I like what you've done with the place. Kitschy collectibles are such a human inclination.
I didn't even know these things were here. Now that Zora's in charge, Iconoclasts have a fighting chance of surviving and spreading from Monarch. Formerly the property of Frey, posthumously put to better use in your quarters. Mounted Mantiqueen head. What better way to establish dominance over an alien ecosystem than by hunting its most dangerous predator and mounting its head on the wall? I don't want to do that, but sure. Do me proud and I shall shower you in Borswurst and gold. Cross me and I will serve your head on a silver platter with mushroom gravy. By Bors King Monarch himself. Okay. Crown Lantern. Sandra denoted these after you helped the MSI. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to sleep for 8 hours. Get some bonus to my experience or whatever. And I can check this. Any new messages? Nope, no messages. Not even screw you for messing up my business or something.
I have received a transmission from Roseway, from a Dr. Shaw.
Really?
Welcome back, Captain. I have received a transmission from Roseway, from a Dr. Shaw. Beginning playback now.
What? Oh, is this on? Oh, it's on right now. Oh, blast. Hello? I'm trying to reach the captain of the Unreliable. I'll keep this short, lest I get caught. Please return to Roseway as soon as you can. I have an item of great value that you'll be interested in. Now, how does this blasted thing turn off? Damn engineers never label these toggles clearly. Is it the...
The transmission is complete, Captain.
Mention an Aetherways drama? I'd like to see it.
Certainly, Captain. I was hoping you would ask.
Oh, God. Versus the Brain Eaters, Chapter 12. I wasn't actually expecting this. I just wanted to...
It was the law-forsaken parasites.
Suddenly a really well-animated scene. What? Why can't the game look like this?
I had become obsessed. My quest to stop them. To avenge my partner, Philip. And my ex-partner, Bernice. And Lieutenant Jurgen. And those two informants had brought me to Rizzo's distillery. But it wasn't just the triple distilled deliciousness of Rizzo's Spectrum brand vodka that I found there. It was death. I made sure the Brain Eaters paid the price.
Brain Eaters?
But at what cost to me? It's you.
This is the Halcyon News Network with breaking news. Halcyon Helen has been murdered. Administrator Ludovico of Rizzo's refused to answer the big question on everyone's mind. Who will Spectrum Vodka's next spokesperson be? Claiming that a special investigation must be concluded first.
Is that part of the broadcast, or is that an actual thing?
We have a communication coming in from one Administrator Ludovico.
Get off the transmission, Cedric. We agreed to let me do the negotiating.
What?
Law be with you, friend. I am Administrator Ludovico of the famed Eridanos Atmospheric Complex. But there's no need to stand on formality. You may address me as Mr.
Let me guess, this is about Halcyon Helen's murder.
Her death is the tragedy of our lifetime. As the face of our new product line, her murder is a stain on the Rizzo's brand. She was scheduled to unveil our newest product, Spectrum Brown, before this tragic event. But we cannot move forward with our unveiling until we apprehend the killer.
And your first thought was to come to me? I don't even know you.
All right, Ludovico, that's enough. You don't know what you're doing. Let me handle this. Captain Hawthorne, Sublight's favorite freelancer. I'm such an admirer of your work. Cedric Kincannon, Sublight Underground. I'm so glad we're hiring a third-party investigator. No one wants to see a troop of UDL guards stomping all over my hotel. Least of all me. The murder of Halcyon Helen is a heinous assault on this colony. I look forward to watching you find the miscreant responsible and drag them out of the shadows.
I've never heard of Sublight Underground.
Don't worry. You and I are going to become very close acquaintances. I run the Grand Colonial Hotel and Piraeus Spaceport. Ludovico and I are business partners, in a manner of speaking. Eridanos is our shared responsibility.
Eridanos is not our shared responsibility. Eridanos is my responsibility, to which you and your organization have latched on like a parasite.
Please,
okay.
Lou. Sublight Underground is built on discretion. I'm establishing rapport with our new contractor. Let's not give her the impression that you can't be trusted.
Do you really want to do this right now, Cedric? You want to antagonize me while I'm negotiating a contract. Because I promise you, I'll win.
Sorry, I thought I was talking to adults, not children. Can we get back to the point here, please?
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Honest to law, how hard is it to hire a freelancer? Apologies, Mr. Ludovico. That was inappropriate of me. Captain, I'm Constable Maria Keene. Hiring a third-party investigator was my idea. I've been studying your dossier. You're reliable and competent. You've been taking care of yourself ever since you arrived on Halcyon. And you're entirely independent. As far as I'm concerned,
such a rare thing.
You're the ideal inspector for this case.
Inspector Celeste, I like the sound of that.
I'm pleased to hear that. The future of our complex may depend on your success. I'll leave you in the constable's care. Mr. Kincannon and I must have a word.
Fine. Mud Rizzo's is paying for that hotel room.
I can't tell you how grateful I am for your help. And even though they may not show their gratitude, I know Administrator Ludovico and Mr. Kincannon appreciate your involvement. Mr. Kincannon could lose his spaceport if board authorities took over the investigation.
Makes
and
sense.
If Rizzo's is forced to cancel its unveiling, we might never recover.
Helen must have been pretty popular if her death could put an end to your operations.
Helen was more than popular. She gave something to this colony that no product line could ever provide. Real happiness. No one has ever been as well known or as well loved. Outside of our courageous business leaders.
You seem competent. You could have dealt with this.
I represent the law, Captain. But what's happening between Mr. Kincannon and the Administrator is politics. Politics are not my area of expertise.
Not mine either.
The law is simple. Politics are complicated.
You sound a bit worn out.
Me? Worn out? Perish the notion. My days are filled with catering to the oh-so-reasonable requests of Mr. Ludovico and Mr. Kincannon. What's not to like?
They're not very likable.
Your words, not mine. Please don't take my lack of disagreement as anything other than fatigue.
Sure.
I am a content, productive, and happy member of our society.
Those two seem to have some sort of issue.
The administrator oversees Rizzo's operations. Cedric runs the hotel and the spaceport. They're always at each other's throats. My life would be so much easier if they'd simply learn to work together.
Alright, well, it's nothing I can't handle.
I'm pleased to hear that. From everything I've heard, you're a competent freelancer. And at the risk of sounding impertinent, we desperately need the help of someone competent. Thank you for your time, Captain. Whenever you're ready, I've authorized the Unreliable to land at the Grand Colonial.
Cool. Alright, I've got everything I need.
Transmission terminated.
The mystery afoot.
We are now cleared to land at the Eridanos Atmospheric Complex.
Woo! I didn't mean to do that. I don't know why they're trusting me to catch Halcyon Helen's killer.
There are several reasons why someone would hire your services. In descending order of likelihood, they are as follows: desperation, confusion, mistaken identity, inebriation, and genuine faith in your abilities.
What can you tell me about Eridanos?
Eridanos is a hydrogen-helium gas giant, distinguished by a well-defined ring system. The Eridanos Atmospheric Complex is a system of land masses propelled through a thin layer of the upper atmosphere, where humans are potentially capable of surviving.
Okay. Well, thanks, Ada. I leveled up already. Okay, well, put it into engineering. There we go. Chance that items you repair will become pristine, increasing value and durability. Oh, nice. Gives me 3 points, which I shall put in. Sneak, get that up to 50. Alright, cool. Landing size in reserve. So we don't want to do that just yet. We're going to do the one I was originally going to do, which is Edgewater. Of course, Ellie doubled up, so I need to give her stuff. It's 12 light tech skills. Do I have anything better that is also light? Heavy, medium, heavy, heavy, medium. Sneak attack damage. That should be cool to have that on you. Yar, you're a pirate now. Medium or medium. Let's go with that. Not bad. Guns, you have the automag and a officer's spine. Do you have anything better that would replace that? 200, 320. Helix can also be leveled up. Increase damage from using tossable weapons. Sure, why not? Still using this, so if we can give him something else. Medium dialogue skills. Medium defensive skills, sure, why not? There we go, that sort of fits together. Sort of. Right, we can give you a better shotgun. 695 or 392. Let's give you the 695 one. 233, 70, 133. Can we give you something better? Medium, 200 plus 7. 17. I need something with better armor. 38. 34. 19. Let's go with the Apostle armor. Damn! That looks cool! Do I have Apostle helmet? I think I do. At least I thought I did. Yeah, 29. Sure, why not? Now you look cool. And as for Sam, well, we can't really equip anything to you. While Sam is in the party, you and your companions take reduced damage from N-ray sources. Sure, why not? So we're going to Terra 2, Edgewater Landing Bay.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Good. We can go see how things are going on down here. Right, we're going to remove Bavarti. We need Nyoka. I will take... Let's take Ellie. Continue. Because we haven't taken Ellie yet, so might as well take her now. So we have to go all the way over there. So I'm going to walk because I want to see if any new conversations happen. Hi.
You're some sort of freelancer?
Oh, I'm here. Break that down. Break down the automag, maybe? Did they get another level up? Or did I not accept it before? Shots from Ellie's ability ricochet to a second nearby enemy. When Yoka's in the part, you deal increased sneak attack. Sure. So, I'll break this down. Break the revolver down. $125, 402. Automag Ultra or Automag? We only need the Ultra. It's fine. Let's start breaking some of this stuff down because it's starting to take up too much space. Medical. Ellie currently has this, which gives her more sneak attack damage. It might be better to give her something that gives her medical. Medical plus 3, medical plus 5. This has more health, or more armor. bad. Yeah, let's just teleport. Be quicker. Ow. We'll be finishing shortly. I've still got to go hand in some stuff before we end for today. So let's speed on through, get this sorted out with Nyoka. Why is it out in the middle of nowhere? This is not the one I wanted, but I'll have it on for now.
Here we go.
That's cool.
Not bad, huh?
I'd wager this is the outpost. Rebecca! Anders! Come on out!
I mean, we just had to fight off marauders. I don't think they're going to be calling out to us soon.
Hey, take a gander. The door's busted. Rebecca? Anders? You in there?
Huh. Rebecca taught me this once. You can jerry-rig these old locks so as they don't open anymore. But we've only ever done that if we're in a real bind. Here, I'll fix it.
Oh, well, there's two dead people.
Oh no. What did you do?
Uh-oh. This looks bad.
Anderson's Karen medallion. This is a medallion you retrieved from Anderson's remains. It's inscribed with the letters Karen and the Duchess. And Rebecca's one. Rusty journal. Its display is faded and the buttons are almost entirely rusted through, but you can still make out bits and pieces of what look like Rebecca's final entries. Laura helped me, but Anderson was right. We should never have taken this contract. I thought Monarch was bad, but this is unbearable. Everyone here is blind or addled or I don't know what. The town won't let us walk in without an employment contract. I can't even find someone to let me send a message. For all the capable folk here, we're stuck. Back home we had to fight for every meal because there were no meals that you didn't make yourself. Here there's plenty, but nobody is allowed to give you one. We've been stealing bits and pieces for life from wherever we can. Anders is about ready to sign up, offer his life in service to Space's Choice just so we can take a shower. Clara, I hope to the architects that this never reaches you, but on the other chance it does, I want to say I'm sorry. Anderson and I fucked up. We didn't take the contract for the bits. We didn't take it because Primals sounded cool. We took it because we wanted out. Monarch's a living hell. We were sick of getting sick. Of boiled raptidon and stinking like sulfur no matter how hard you scrub. Of fighting day in and day out. We're exhausted. We thought we could have used the contract money to find a better place here. Settle down, but this place ain't any better. It's just different. We're starving all the same. We never should have left. I just thought maybe we could do better. I miss you, kid. More orders at the door. Anderson's bled out. I'm on my way. I won't let them get me. Not alive anyway. I've seen what those monsters do.
They were... That bitch! They were all set to abandon us! What would Clara say, huh? Every day she'd ask if we heard from you. And she'd have forgiven you. The kid had a soul that made the sulfur smell like roses. I don't leave your medallions to rot with you, but Clara would want to be buried with her sister.
At least I know. Ought to have learned by now that getting one's hopes up tends to open them to being dashed across the stars. I hate to say this, but Clara died thinking her sister was still fighting to get back home. I think I'm glad. If she were still alive now, it'd break her to know the truth.
You'd still want to know, just the same as you did.
Yeah, maybe. I'm used to disappointment. She was still so naive as to let it hurt her every time it happened. Only thing left is to take these medallions home, which means figuring out how to bait the Mana Queen out of our old base. The most pissed off I've ever seen a queen was when a foreign species was on her soil. I'd wager the stench of a primal might do the trick.
Might do. I'd think there wasn't anything about the wilderness you didn't know.
That'd be boring. Half the fun in exploring is the fact that you're on an unknown trail. I've never had the pleasure of hunting primals, but I hear they're all over Scylla. Let's tear a few apart, shall we? I'm sure they've got pheromones. Everything does.
Huh. So I gotta go back to Monarch? Great. Just what I needed. Into the interior. Here's the navigation. Oh, you want me to go back to the Scylla? Or go to Scylla? That's different. Well, that's 3 things that want me to go to Scylla. This wants me to go back to the Groundbreaker, so let's do this.
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Good. Alright, well, let's switch out Nyoka and bring in Felix. Why not? We've had Nyoka long enough. We have barely used these other 2, so I'm going to bring them aboard, see what they say. All that jazz. Right. So we got to go down this way. Try to be quick, because we're going over time more than I meant to. The speed. Meow.
CNP pancake mix. Now requires no mixing.
Got any leads on salvage? Doesn't even have to be broke yet.
Here we go. You guys haven't said anything, which is surprising.
That gas is going to make us a fucking mint. 120-some cubic meters of it at 1,000,000 bits a pop. Take this. You've earned it. When we get buyers lined up, I'm gonna buy a gold toilet to shit in.
The height of ambition for us all. I mean, you don't really need a gold toilet. Toilet paper, though. What a waste.
You're goddamn right. Monarch isn't exactly a walk down the lanes of Byzantium. But here you are with all your limbs attached. Call me impressed, contractor.
In case you were curious, no one was following me.
No one you saw, anyway. Glad to see you're looking out for yourself. You've been keeping busy. I hear you took on some extra work at Fallbrook.
Yep.
Catherine says the factory needs some repairs before it's back to working order. But at least it's under our control. Hey, when you were at the slaughterhouse, those swine didn't give you any strange looks, did they?
Depends on what you mean by strange.
Like they were hanging on to your every word, scheming. And when you turned around, maybe they just oinked like innocent little idiots.
That sounds utterly insane. No, why?
I'm probably getting worked up over nothing. Just try not to think about pigs. You never know, you know?
You doing okay?
I've got a lot on my mind, but it's nothing that concerns you. At least, not yet. I have another job lined up, assuming you're still interested in work.
Sure.
You're gonna salvage me a space station. Heliospheric Research Station 1084, to be exact. I want it. Cobwebs and all. Interested?
Sounds like a major business expansion. It pays to get in on those early, you know.
This opportunity won't come around again, Captain.
How did a research station become salvage?
Right now, it's only salvage on paper. Systems and comms have gone dark. Poke around if you're curious why. While the board lets 1084 gather dust, you're gonna swoop in and plant Sublight's flag. Perfectly legit, perfectly legal.
Sounds risky. Do you have a buyer lined up?
Not this time. The board tolerates our business up to a point, and selling off a station full of their old gear and terminals crosses that point.
Okay.
But if we were to move in and commandeer the station as a Sublight salvage remote office, that's a different matter. Legally gray by comparison. More of a squatter situation.
Alright, just point me in the right direction.
Here, this override bypass should get you into the station's systems where you can plant my flag.
HRS 1084.
And one last thing. When you get there, make sure you aren't followed. We wouldn't want that.
Who are you worried about? Authorities, competitors?
Both. Neither. Right now, it's safer if I keep you in the dark.
Sure.
I'm on the heels of something big. Play your cards right and I'll clue you in, but right now, I'm not sure who I can trust. Just be careful. Someone might try and use you to get to me.
You got it.
What's on your mind?
Something you want to talk about? Nothing. What, why are you behind the desk?
Something on your...
Nothing.
Hey, Doc Fenhill. Glad to see you ain't moved on from Groundbreaker yet.
Hey, Tobias. How's the leg?
Good as you left it, ma'am. Still bends and everything.
You know him? Yeah, you two know each other?
Took some extra lead while I was on a job. Ellie here patching me up good. The other guy thought his ship was perfectly operational. I told him it was salvage. We disagreed. I won.
Workplace hazards, Captain. Pretty routine around here.
Alright. I suppose we can go speak to Junlei while we're here. Do.
Routing through the backup relay?
Okay, nothing new from you.
Felix Millstone. Nice to see you out of docking bay. Keeping your nose clean?
Yes, ma'am. Been at least a couple weeks since my last nose-related incident.
Uh-huh. I'm glad to see you in a captain's custody. Just try not to steal any critical parts from my ship.
I sense some history here.
It's possible I got caught lifting some spare parts a couple years back, but it was only just that one time. Honest.
I'd tell you to stay out of trouble, but I know you'll find it anyway. Whatever you do, just make sure I don't find out.
Ah, he's with me. He's always going to be in trouble. That's how this works. Oh, but stop closing. Do. Boing, boing. I'm so fast. Look at me go. Zip zoom. All right. So we've just gotten this, which we're going to speak to Phineas. We got this, which is to go get a sublight station. Scylla. Byzantium, and Scylla. So I think what we'll do is we shall do the pheromone glands for next time. I'll mark it up so then we know when we start then. We'll get back on the ship and we shall stop there for today. Alright. So, save game. Manual save. Yes. And with that, that is it for today's stream. We shall pick this up next week, Tuesday. For Tuesday, we'll be continuing with Spider-Man Remastered. And then on Wednesday we'll be back with this. So thank you all for watching that managed to make it today. Hope you all enjoyed. We did get a lot of stuff done. We finished with Monarch finally. I believe it was a bit longer than I thought, considering it was such a small area, but it was fine. Managed to get that sorted. So we'll have to see how that ends up later. But for now, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next week, Tuesday, around about the same time. As usual, like, follow, subscribe. And if you help support me, there's links to Patreon and tips. So until next time, y'all have a nice weekend, and I'll see you all Tuesday. Thanks again.